We have something pretty cool. I'm super excited about this. I really don't even know how this deal fell in my lap. It's awesome. It's really, really, really cool. Are you guys ready to see what I picked up? Because I'm so excited about this. It's not even funny. What we're looking at here is a 2001 Harley-Davidson Sportster 1200, but it's a custom. I've had Sportsters. Well, this would be my third one. My first bike was pretty cool. That was kind of like cobbled together. My second one, which I have now, I actually bought from my dad, who bought it from someone that actually had passed away. I just started getting into bikes a little bit, and when I saw this thing, I'm like, there's no way. The price, I'm like, something's not right. I'm going to tell you guys right now, the price I paid for this is absolutely ridiculous. So it is a real 2001 Sportster 1200. It is a legit custom, which is cool because there's not many customs out there. This bike being a custom, it's kind of weird, kind of quirky. Don't buy in the garage because it's a mess because of that thing right there, and I'm just unorganized. so don't mind that. But some quirky things on this bike. Like I said, it is a 1200 custom. This is a factory plate bracket that kind of lays down. The blinkers are different than a traditional Sportster. It actually has a solid wheel in the back, and it has a 21-inch spoked wheel in the front from factory. So it's kind of cool. It gives it that lean back, kind of like low rider-ish type of look. So that's pretty fancy. Obviously, the air cleaner's different. I'm not sure, the motor being this matte black finish, I don't know if that's just a thing for the customs. I really don't know too much about that. Somebody put Vance & Hines straight shots, I believe they're called. So that's pretty cool. They look like they're in pretty good shape. Actually, I was wondering if they even have a baffle in them. I can't really tell. It might not. We'll have to get a flashlight in there and take a look. I don't know if this is a big deal or not, but it actually has a nice metal emblem on the side. I haven't really seen that. It might be a custom thing. This bike does have some pretty cool pinstriping. It is not bad. The bike looks completely all original. The title says 6,300 miles. The guy bought it used from Precision Harley-Davidson right in Pawtucket, Rhode Island. He bought it with 6,300 miles on it, and he said he probably put maybe 500 or 600 miles on it. So we'll know once I fire it up, put the battery on it. Another thing that's different with these bikes, this headlight, totally different setup. A normal Sportster would have it's almost like a little eyebrow, and the headlight goes under that. All your wiring's in there. For these bikes, it's different. You actually have this pedestal, and the speedo mount is a little bit different as well, so that's cool. It's kind of quirky, but it kind of flows. I think this thing right here, with some apes on it, it would still look pretty good. I mean, I'm not the biggest fan of it, but with all the wiring being in there, I don't think I want to change that up whatsoever. Another thing somebody did, there's a kit out there that I actually found online. I guess this is a dyno with front end. So they changed the triple trees, and the kit comes with these spacers and everything. I'm not a fan. I might take that off. It's kind of weird looking. I don't know. I don't really know how I feel about it. But somebody did it, so I guess there's a reason why. Somebody must have liked that look or whatever. We got a little tool pouch right here. Maybe put a pack of gum or something. I have no idea. From factory, these are forward controls. I don't know if these are factory or not. Braided stainless lines. That's the nice clutch cable. And then also the throttle cables are. This still looks like it's factory. Someone must have changed the grips on it. Unless, I mean, they're from Harley, so maybe they're from factory. I really don't know. But, guys, the first bike I bought was a 95, and I brought that thing back from the dead. It was whooped. This bike, compared to that, it is so clean, it's not even funny. All the factory stickers are still on the swing arm. And I mean, mind you, yeah, 2001, it's not that old, but guys, we're going into 24. This is a 23-year-old bike. and it is in pretty damn good shape. But now let's get to the fun part. I bought a brand new battery. I have 3 gallons of fresh gas. There's barely anything in that tank. So we're already set to go. Let's take the battery, toss that in, fill this thing up with some 93, and see what happens. All right, so the deal comes in front of me. I think it's fake. I really don't know. I show up to see this thing. Can't believe it. It's legit. I didn't even talk him down at all. But I would like to take the time to thank my uncle. He was doing a garage clean out. This bike was not even advertised to the public, so I would have never found this. I can consider myself a little bit of a marketplace whore. I mean, I've talked people down, don't get me wrong. But this one? No, not at all. I didn't talk anybody down. Let's check the plugs, make sure they look all right. That looks pretty good. Bought the bike, and he would ride it to a popular destination in our state is Narragansett. You can drive right near the ocean. It's beautiful. There's a seawall. There's like a little tower thing. It's a good ride. On Sundays, he would take the bike out there, go hang out for the day, and come back home. That's about 20 miles away. So I can't see this thing having many miles on it. This plug looks pretty good too. Especially being a teacher, you could tell he really took care of his stuff. He seemed very meticulous about his stuff, which is a good sign when you buy something from anybody. Perfect. Let's see if we got some power, and then I'll go grab the gas. That's a good sign. Oh, we got a horn. Look at that. Because it's been sitting, I really don't trust the oil. It's a little low anyways, so I'm gonna go ahead. We're just gonna give it a fresh oil change. It's definitely smarter to do that anyways. Simple. These have it's literally a hose that's connected to the crankcase, and it goes to like a plug, and the hose just slips right over it. Which, this hose obviously hasn't been off in a little bit. Loosen her up a little, just like this, and there you go. So we're gonna sit, we're gonna let that drain for a little bit. I'm gonna run off to the store. I already have a filter. We'll grab some oil. See you guys back in a minute. All right, we're all drained. There was not much that came out. All right, that's all tight. Chrome means high performance. Good thing I already had a oil filter right on the shelf. So that was nice. Oil looks surprisingly clean. Actually, looked like he probably changed it and put the bike down. Let's see if we can see what it says on it. No, nobody filled out the sticker. I'm gonna fill it a little bit, but you really can't get much in there because it's all sideways anyways. Right on the O-ring. I filled it up a little over a half. So we got a battery, we got fuel, we got a fresh oil change. We definitely don't have air in the tires, but that's not a problem. Let's see if she'll fire up. I have no idea how long the bike's actually been sitting. That's off. That's reserve. All right, so that is on. I don't know, guys. We'll see what happens. It's been sitting quite a bit. All we can do is hope. Let's make sure it turns over. Okay, that's a good sign. We got the choke pulled out. This is carbureted. This isn't fuel injection. I think that started in like 2005. I guess I probably should have taken this off to begin with. I hope this thing doesn't have a mouse nest in it. I really hope not. All right. Okay, cool. Oh, it's even got a K&N filter. That's nice. Thanks. All right, so that is a good sign. Let's see what we got going on. Let's see if we got any fuel spray. I don't see nothing. All right. Let's try taking a little bit of fuel in a water bottle. We'll squirt it down the intake and see what happens. Let's take a little bit here. Open her up. Nope, too much. That was way too much. Okay, we'll see what happens. Okay, that is progress. That is okay, we got noise. We got noise. All right, I'm really excited about that now. We need some carb work, guys. I definitely put way too much fuel in that. Whoops. Oh, all right, guys. Well, the next thing we can do before I rebuild this carb, let's take this little air cleaner assembly off. Let's drop the bowl. If it's simple. Either way, the air cleaner's got to come off because if we have to rebuild the carb, we got to rebuild it anyways. So let's take the air cleaner off and we'll see what we have behind it. So it turns out there's a diaphragm that goes right here. When the motor's not running, there's a spring that takes that diaphragm and it pushes it in and it cuts off the fuel supply. So I guess that diaphragm goes bad quite often. That's exactly what happened to this one. So what I did, I took the diaphragm off. The diaphragm was stuck inside to the fuel supply. What I did, I took everything all apart. There's another back piece right here. It's kind of like the full diaphragm has like two separate sections to it. So I took one section off. I took that diaphragm because it's actually the whole gasket to this. I molded this out of this tank weld. It might hold. I mean, it's supposed to, but I mean, either way, I have a new one coming. But I want to hear the bike fire up. So I took that. So I filled it up with this this JB weld. I took the diaphragm and I pushed it in. So it's kind of like a little bowl, but it's not going to choke off the fuel supply. So we'll see what happens. We're going to leave this just like that and let it harden up. It says it's going to take about an hour. We'll go toss it on the bike, throw some fuel in it, and we'll see if she'll fire right up. I just kind of want to see what happens. So either way, I have a new fuel petcock, but hey, let's see what happens. Getting it running. I had an issue with the idle jet. The thing was completely clogged solid, and then I also had an issue with the float. All right, guys, well, that's gonna be it for this one. I hope you guys enjoyed me getting this thing running. Be sure to subscribe to the channel, and I will catch you on the next one.